All right, people, still on page 18. This is number 1. It says Tomas is making snacks for his team. He has 15 strawberries and puts 3 strawberries in each teammate's bag. How many teammates does he have? So again, we know our total amount of strawberries, or our total, it's 15 strawberries. We have 15 strawberries, Tomas does. But he puts 3 strawberries in each bag. How many teammates does he have? If he puts 3 strawberries in each teammate, we know the total amount and we know how many strawberries in a bag. We just need to know how many teammates he has that he gave bags of strawberries to. Well, I can count up by 3 till I get to what? Till I get to my number, 15. Maybe I put them in rows like my array. Maybe I go 1, 2, 3. So far we have 1 row. And I go 1, 2, 3. All right, count by 3s with me, 3rd graders. See if we've reached 15. 3, 6. Oh, not quite there. Keep adding strawberries. 1, 2. Oops, I got a little crazy. 2, 3. What am I at? 3, 6, 9. I'm still not there. What about row 4? 1, 2, 3. Well, I knew this was 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. Oh wait, 12 plus 3 is, oh my goodness, excuse me. 3, 6, 9. This one's 12. Next row, 12 plus 3 is 15. And that's how many total strawberries we had. Well, if each teammate got 3, if each teammate got a bag with 3 of them, here is bag 1, right? Bag 1 has 3. Bag 2 has 3. Bag 3 has 3. Bag 4 has 3. And bag 5 has 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So how many teammates did we have? We had 5 teammates. Think about it this way. Remember, I have 1, 2, 3 strawberries in a bag. What is 5 times 3, right? We're counting 3 5 times. 5 times 3. Or we could also say 5 times 3 is just like 3 times 5. Because let's skip count by 5s 3 times. 5, 10, 15. And we just counted by 3s 5 times, right? I counted by 3s 5 times. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. That's the cool thing about multiplication. These numbers, these 2 numbers in the front, 5 times 3 is the same as 3 times 5. That goes with all of our multiplication. Our factors, 5 times 3 equal the product. 3 times 5, they're factors, they equal the product. These can be switched around and we'll come up with the same number. So look at what we knew. We knew the 15 and we knew the 3. So if we knew what 3 times something was to equal 15, I would have known I needed 5 groups. So that's a backwards way of thinking about it. Okay, I want you to try this one on your own. And then I'll get the answer, and then we'll go on to the next page. Okay, it says, listen to each story. Show your work with sketches. Story about, write Harrison on this line. Write Harrison on this line, and listen to my story. It says, Harrison passes out paintbrushes for art class. He has 16 paintbrushes to share among 4 art tables. How many brushes does he place on each table? I'll read it one more time. Think about what you're going to write. I even put our key numbers down for you. Harrison passes out paintbrushes for art class. He has 16 brushes to share among 4 art tables. How many brushes does he place on each table? I want you to go ahead right now, put me on pause, solve this, unpause when you have an answer. Okay, if you are back, that means you have an answer for number 2. Well, I see there's 4 art tables and I know there's 16 brushes total. So I'm going to draw my art tables just because I know what they are. I know there's 4 of them. That's my group. Now I need to share equally. I'm going to make equal groups. What you don't know yet, and you might have figured it out, is we are working on division. We're working on the opposite of multiplication. So equal grouping is going to help us with that. That's basically what division is. So if I have 17 brushes, 4 times what equals 16? Or I should just break apart 16 into 4 smaller parts. I'm going to use my tallies again. I'm going to keep counting by ones till I get to 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, each group has 1. Now I need to start at the beginning because they need to be equal on each art table. I stopped at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That wasn't a very good 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm at my magic number. How many paintbrushes were on each art table? 1, 2, 3, 4. That means there should be 4 other paintbrushes on each table. So my answer would be, and I don't know why this isn't scrolled all the way down, 4. And then what was my question? It said, how many brushes does he place on each table? 4 brushes. It has units underneath this, so it reminds you to put your label. What are we measuring in? Well, we're measuring in brushes. How many brushes are left? The units here. Reminder to label. Awesome. Fill that in. Meet me on the next page, page 19. And I think it's this one. Okay, so we are exploring division with the number stories. Remember, this is a story that has a number problem in for us to solve. Draw pictures to help you solve each problem below. Record your answers. Draw your pictures. We want to see a sketch. A picture should be drawn. It's telling you right here. Awesome. Kate wants to equally share 12 snap cubes among 3 friends. How many cubes would each friend get? Well, I know I have 12 snap cubes total. I have 3 friends that need them. So here is friend 1. Here is friend 2. And here is friend 3. How am I going to decide how we get 12 snap cubes to each of our friends? Well, I'm going to count by ones again, maybe up until 12. And this is going to be a snap cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I made a mistake, didn't I? I accidentally gave 2 to my first one, and I just needed 1, because look, now I have 4 and 2 and 2. That doesn't make sense. That's okay if we make mistakes. We just go back and fix it. Keep following along with me. So I was at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one needs a third. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Our question again was, how many cubes will each friend get? Well, this is friend 1. How many did they get? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Answer, 4 snap cubes. They each got 4 snap cubes. Now, take a look at our number model. I mentioned we're going to start using division. When we divide, we always put the largest number first. Go ahead and tell me, what number do we always put first? The largest number. So I have 3 groups, right? I have 3 groups. I have 3 friends. I have 4 cubes in each, and I have 12 cubes total. What's my largest number? It's 12. So put your 12 right here. Now we need to divide. So we put the division symbol, a straight line with 1 dot on top and 1 dot on bottom. We just broke up 12 cubes into how many equal groups? 1, 2, 3 groups. We broke up 12 cubes because we had 12 cubes total. 12 snap cubes. We broke it into 3 groups. When we broke it into 3 groups, how many was in each of these groups? 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that, 3rd grade. You are dividing. 12 divided by 3 is 4. if we're talking about fact families, right? I have how many? I have 4 in this one. Plus 4. Plus 4. And I know that equals 12. How many times did I add 4 together? 3 times. This one you can just watch, people. This one you can just watch. 3 times 4 equals 12. What do you notice when I multiplied them to check my answer? 3, 4, 12. 3, 4, 12. It's a fact family. They use the same numbers when we multiply and divide. So if you knew 3 times 4 equals 12, you knew that if you broke 12 into 3 groups, you would have to get 4. Amazing. I'm going to read the next one and set it up to you, but you are going to try these next 2 all on your own. So it says Miss Early is making sets of cubes to share. She has 25 total cubes, and she puts them into sets of 5 cubes each. How many sets can she make? Okay, I know I have 25 total, so all together, that means the total is going to be my largest number. Remember, our largest number always goes first when we're dividing it. So she has 25 cubes total, and she puts them in sets of 5 cubes each. That means each set has 5 cubes. How many sets can she make? Well, let's try an array again. Imagine this is set 1. How many cubes do we have in each? 5. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in set 1. How many sets till I get to 25? Well, every time I add a set, I'm going to have to count by 5s. And we should be really great at skip counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, and keep going on. Keep adding your rows. Here is set 2. Add 5 more cubes, right? Because there's 5 cubes in each set. So set 2 has 5 cubes. And if I put them directly below my previous set, right, my set on top, I should have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I have 5, 10. Keep going with your sets till you come up to 25. Write your answer and a number model using the division sign. Remember, largest number comes first. Then what did you break them up into, right? We're breaking them up into 5 cubes each, and then you write what does it equal. Your last one says, Manny wants to figure out the number of horses in a large stall. He can only see the horse's legs. He counts 28 legs. How many horses are there? Oh, he has 28 legs total that he sees. Now, something to remember. How many legs do horses have? Here's one horse. How many legs do horses have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe we keep counting by 4 in boxes until we get to our total, 28. Okay, try these 2 on your own. When you are finished, take a picture and send it to your teacher. Keep on being awesome.